Everything that rocks all day, the Big Dog 97.9. It is 8:05. Going to be another nice day today. Look for that high up around 70, some sunshine.
Did you watch any of the play-in games last night?
I did not.
I watched about 10 minutes of one of them, and then I gave up. It was kind of a blowout, it looked like, anyway. But you can fill out your brackets now. I guess all of that is decided, so the 64 teams we know who are in our March Mania contest over at BigDog979.com, giving you a chance to win the ultimate stay-and-play package from Indigo Sky Casino, completely free to enter, and you can create your own groups there for your office pool party or amongst friends. Go to BigDog979.com.
Well, we're going to talk about men and stinking and how conscious men are of it. Well, I have some unexpectedly good news to share with you today.
Okay, cool.
Men are very self-conscious about the way they smell.
Oh, I think we kind of did. We already know this?
Nah, I don't think men cared, I thought.
Well, I guess that's true. All right, go on.
And I think it's a good. It's good. Men are conscious about this.
Mhm.
A survey of millennial men said 72% they are anxious about how their body smells on a typical day. Anxious about it. I don't know if I've ever really been. I mean, at some point, I probably have been anxious.
I think you are, but the only time you get anxious about it is when you know it's the truth.
Or you're really afraid, maybe.
Well, okay, if you are in a scenario where you may be meeting ladies, whatever, yes.
Well, 52% worry that they have BO and aren't aware of it. 59% say they would like somebody to tell them if they smell.
That's a touchy one.
I don't know about that.
Have you ever just had to, just ever to a friend even, say, man, you stink?
There's been a couple from time to time that I needed to, and I didn't.
I've had a few. I remember doing it to friends, but they had jobs that just left them smelling like the job, kind of. And then they would come hang out after the job, and everybody kind of collectively going, you stink.
Right.
But that's different.
That is different.
That is not, oh, man.
And I'm going to say over half of those 59% saying that they would like to be told, half of them would then get offended if you told them.
Yeah, that's the problem with it.
I really, truly believe that.
Because
you say, I would like to know if I stink. Like, if I do stink, I would like somebody to go, hey, what's up? Something's going on.
You think so?
Yeah. But then part of me would be like, oh.
Even if you're not offended, it's still not a great feeling to know that somebody just told me I stink.
Right.
Even if offended is not really what you are, but it still sucks. I don't think I want to know.
You don't think you want to know? You just want to be oblivious?
If I get stinky enough, you can kind of smell yourself.
I can't.
Whew.
I can't.
Oh, you have that problem.
I would have to be so.
It works for you. I forget you're smell blind, and so you.
Yeah. I can smell a little from time to time or strong things. Sometimes I can't distinctly. Sometimes people go, ooh, this smells good. To me, it smells bad in a sense because I can't tell good and bad. Every once in a while, there's a few smells. It's an odd thing.
So how, if you have
usually it has to be pretty strong.
Golfed all day, worked in the yard all day, you are sweaty, you are at the whatever it is, you can't smell yourself?
Never once have I ever been able to smell myself.
Wow.
You
can't do the sniff test on the pits?
And I can't. I will not know.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
I know. That's why part of me would
wouldn't like that.
Yeah. I would like to know.
I will tell you this. I think most of the time, by the time you can smell yourself, you are awful. It's really bad.
So I'd be past prime.
Oh, yeah. You're really ripe. It's true, I think.
What body parts do you think men are most concerned about?
Pits. Pits got to be one, right?
Number one, 71%.
It's the only thing that, as guys, most of us treat on a daily basis for stink.
Yeah. The neck coming at number 2.
Stinky neck?
Stinky necks.
I've never one time worried about if my neck stank.
I don't think I've ever done that with me either. I don't think at one time. I think it's because, you can't smell it.
That's the.
You can't.
I definitely can't. Got that double chin thing going on. I can't get down there and smell a neck.
Once. Number 1, armpits. I've never once put. That probably would be like 10th or 15th on the list.
I don't even know if it would have made my list. I don't even consciously ever think about my neck stinking ever. I didn't.
Apparently, guys, we're odd because they're
evidently
they got stinky necks.
Okay.
Beard, head, hair.
Okay. Is my hair dirty? Your beard's smelling. Maybe you can smell that. I don't worry about stink as much as do I have food in it and stuff, and I can't feel it.
Right.
That does happen.
That's why
all beard guys know. You gotta you just brush it out every once in a while.
Yeah, and you flick it.
Because sometimes you get.
I have done that before.
Get some queso and it's just stuck in there, and you don't know.
It's not good. It's not a good look.
It happens.
It does happen. It does happen.
It's always something like that.
Speaking of that, I remember I have a little piece of chip in mine. And I did the little that, and it went thing.
Yeah.
Hit my daughter right in the forehead.
All right.
That's number 3. Arms
Uh-huh.
Number- is next. And then 25% of men said they are worried about how their hands smell.
Your hands?
Uh-huh.
I don't think about my hands stinking either.
Apparently it's because of sweat, dirt, what you handle on a daily basis.
That makes sense. Like your hands stink because you do this job.
And it's not the overly perfumed lilac soap in the bathroom.
That
I will say
sometimes that.
Where I went golfing 2 weeks ago
Uh-huh.
and washed my hands at the end, and they had I smelt it, and I have a hard time smelling things. I smelt it like 5 holes later.
Yeah.
You could smell it, and I didn't even have to hold my hands up to my face. And you could still smell it on your hands. It was so strong.
At the beginning of COVID, we got all these hand sanitizer dispensers here, and our hand sanitizer, do you remember that stuff?
The one that said it was unscented?
Yeah, and it was like
The strongest-
Listerine. It was so potent.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was labeled unscented.
But
it was not.
the strongest scented one out of all of them. The average man uses 3 hygiene products to help battle their stinkiness.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
a little bit of spray, some soap, some deodorant.
also, they did a survey in Japan.
Uh-huh.
89% of young women thought the older a man got, the more he stank.
That's probably accurate, isn't it?
So you just grab some of this stuff.
Oh man, you smell bad. Hey, sound familiar? Smelling bad, big problem for stinky old man. Now we got answer. Old man stink off. Just 2 squirt old man stink off, you smell not so bad as before.
I use old man stink off. I still old, but stink off. Hey!
Oh man, you not stink so much no more. Old man stink off. Get it? Stop stinking.
Hey!
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bars do this all the time. It's 21 and up. There are cruises. There are destinations you can go that are adults only, which I think is a great idea for vacations especially. But now people are wondering about restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Should there be an adults-only section, a kids section? Should restaurants be allowed to say no?
No kids
No
at all.
kids allowed in this restaurant. They don't. Maybe they serve alcohol too, but they're a restaurant.
Well, they could, but
they choose to be anti. Well, maybe not anti-kid.
no, I think
but it's
anti-kids is right.
Pro-adults, so where you don't have to listen to the kids and all the other stuff.
There have been times where you go places with adults. Like, I am dad of 2 younger ones, right? So, especially when they were really young, I was kind of self-conscious about that because
I was as too with my daughter.
nobody on a Friday night on their date, maybe the only meal they go out to eat all month, whatever, really wants to hear my baby cry
Yes.
while they're trying to enjoy a dinner together, whatever. So I think that what's going to happen is there's a giant mom crew on social media that would just trash this place, but you can't care about that. You just can't. You don't
Right.
even pay attention to those people.
I think you have to know I'm not targeting you. I'm targeting the other people. I'm not anti-kid. We're making it a place for adults only. That way you can have adult conversations. You can have all that kind of stuff without there's a 6-year-old over here. Why I say some stuff maybe that you don't want them to learn or to repeat.
Yeah.
And vice versa. It's a baby crying while you're trying to enjoy your meal.
So I think that it should be allowed. I don't know. This is something we've got people in the restaurant industry. You can text us. Is there anything that says a restaurant can't do this? Do you guys know of anything legally?
I don't think so. I think they should be able to do whatever they choose to do. It's that free
enterprise, free market.
This is the marketing idea or brand that I have.
And with that said, I have the idea. We do this a lot.
Come up with great business plans and ideas.
A lot of restaurants, you can tell where our passion lies. Food.
We just need people to back us.
That's
and
it.
I think we could come up with a lot of really cool stuff.
So here
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm thinking about what are the things that you would like to go eat, but you know there will always be kids there.
Okay.
The first thing that come to my mind was, what about like chicken strips?
That's
okay.
good.
So there are places
A really
that
good chicken strip.
solely market their chicken strips, right? Many restaurants that solely market their chicken or chicken strips in particular. But those places are always packed with kids because every kid likes chicken strips.
Right.
So we do the adults only, and it's called chicken strips. I know you think that. What a name. No, it's called chicken strips because it's adults only. We will have awesome. You got to start with the food.
Food always has to come first.
You have to have just awesome chicken strips. We have to nail those. Maybe we have some cool sauces. Not kid-oriented stuff.
Right.
Some more spicy, some different flavors, more complex.
Bourbon
palates.
flavored this.
I like that, yeah. And maybe this place does have liquor, and that's fine. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Oh, I think you go with the liquor.
Okay, so you have liquor, too.
It's adults only.
And that's fine. That makes it a little more so, right? But then on top of all that, I'm thinking bigger picture here. We adorn the walls and we decorate it in stripping chickens. Chickens dancing on the pole, chickens taking off the top, chickens in the poses.
Oh, I love
upside down on the pole, sliding
I love
down.
It.
Stripping chickens, and we call it chicken strips. Adults only.
I love it. Please, somebody needs to get a hold of us. By the way, we heard it here. If you take it, we'll know it.
We're trademarking chicken strips. Don't even
That's
try.
right. But if you want to go partners, let us know.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
We have the ideas.
I would go there.
We just don't have the money.
We're the idea people.
That's right. We are the idea people.
Oh, come on. You got to. I would love. What do you think? One, chicken strips. Good idea. With stripping chickens. I think it's hilarious. It's funny. And it's clever.
Tell me it's not great.
I would eat there.
Yeah.
If the food was great.
Oh, we'd even have a DJ that could play like strippers only kind of music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get your food. That's how you get your food. Welcome to the stage, Chris. And you have to go up there and get your strips.
I love it. Please come to the stage. And you have a stage?
You have a
little
stage.
mini
That's how they
stage where
present you your food. I think it's fun.
This could be good. I think I'm with you. I think if a restaurant wants to be adults only, I think go for it.
I think you should
Hopefully
be able to.
Hopefully it works out for you.
Going to be some backlash. Just don't deny that. There will be. But I think it could still be fun. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that.
If you put stripping chickens up on, I think at that point, if they're complaining about it, what, you going to take your 5-year-old to the stripping chicken place?
Yeah. We'll have a drive-through. You can get some chicken strips on the way through.
And that's not adult only?
No, they can. No, we want to make sure we cultivate that younger crowd they want to go in there. They want that thing they can't have, right, so badly. That way when they turn 18, that's their first stop. We'll do an 18th birthday thing. Welcome chicken strips.
Instead of a 21st,
yeah.
18?
Yeah, I think 18 and up is probably, well, I don't know. If we got booze, we may have to work that out.
Yeah.
What else could we do to make chicken strips better? You can go to Chris Purple Blaze the Bobby Show on Facebook right now. We're streaming live right now. BigDog979.com, BigDog97.9 on Facebook. And let us know there in the comments, what can we do to make chicken strips even better? The adults-only chicken strip joint.
Yeah. And adults, no kids, yay or nay? Are you pro?
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
How have you been?
Good. There's just never enough hours in the day, right?
That's how it is.
I know, life's now set up that we're back to 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Forgot how much I like
Well, that's where we were.
was nice for you.
Yeah, we talked about it, and everybody was like, "Are you sure it's March?" I mean, and I guess in everybody's mind, it's not March. It's like, yeah, they start in spring and they go till October.
And hopefully we get another nice day for you guys next week. I haven't looked at weather.
It's supposed to be nice. I did live in well yesterday and the year out with Brendan. I guess it's rain in the morning, but nice in the afternoon and evening. So,
It's
not like last year.
yeah. Unfortunately, most of our nice days so far have had like 30-mile-an-hour wind. You know, the temperatures have been great, but
Yeah, I get to watch the neighbors fly. Glamorous.
Yeah, it's
Real
like-
glamorous.
what a life.
And the neighbor 2 hours down has been out practicing his dance larping, so we really enjoy that.
Combination of dance and life. That's the thing.
And he uses
Dance
like
larping.
styrofoam swords,
Yeah.
sticks from the yard, ropes, gets out there on a ladder. He's been doing this dance routine for the 2 years that we've owned the house. And my daughter thinks we're the biggest. Because my husband and I will make a cocktail at night.
Hell
Go
yes.
to our bedroom window and just stand there
Why
and watch
wouldn't
the
you?
show. 'Cause we
It's
can
a
see it from
free
our
show.
bedroom. Yeah. And she's like, that's just so mean. And I was like, if he
look.
didn't want us to watch,
He wouldn't be in the
do it
front
himself.
yard.
I agree. He could do it in the living room. I think he kind of wants an audience, and you're giving it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the highlights of our day.
Hell yes. Honey, he's out here again. Mix a drink. Drinks.
That's literally what happens. The dog alerts us because he's in the window.
Oh, the dog tells you.
Oh, yeah, because he's the nosiest neighbor there ever was. And then I'm like, Tyler, get the drinks. It's time.
Yeah.
Show.
It's
Dan Flarper is back.
Dan Slarper.
He resumed about 2 weeks ago. It was
Well,
a
it's
great
got nice
day.
again.
It's nice enough to be outdoors.
Hard to do it in the winter for him. I agree. That's great.
He's like, 20 and there's a reason you probably never get to date.
Yeah, well, there's somebody for everyone.
Yeah,
there's
there's got to be another Dan Slarper
there's
out
a
there
Dan
that might be
Larkin
for it.
princess out there for him, I think.
Yeah, that's,
I hope so. Yeah.
yeah.
I do.
I would say it's probably very slim.
The odds are not
Slim.
great, but
the odds are not in his
chance,
favor.
I'm rooting for this guy.
You should come watch the show
I
someday.
really
Yeah.
should.
Dan Slurpee. All right.
You're listening to the First Purple Haze and Bobby Show. Big Dog 97.9.
Special guest in the studio. It is Christina from, again, Third Thursday. How's it going?
What's up, Christina?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. All right, what is happening for our first kickoff of Third Thursday this year?
I mean, all the things are happening. We've got over 100 vendors, 24 food trucks, 7 of which are brand new. We've got 3 bands. We have a children's area this time. In the Chrisman, there's going to be a pop-up Lego store.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. Creative Learning Alliance will be out on their lawn planting seeds and egg cartons for the kids, so there's going to be a lot going on.
It is that time. Third Thursday starts up. Basically, they'll block the road off 7th Street through 4th about 3 o'clock.
7th through 1st.
7th through 1st. That is correct. And that starts about 3 o'clock, and then at 5:30 is when all the activities start to get
That's
underway.
right. We kick off at 5:30.
A lot of fun stuff going to be happening.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. There's even going to be a unicycler with our sponsor this year.
That'll be fun.
Those people have always amazed me. That's a tough trick to learn, I'm guessing. I
I
don't know.
can't walk on 2 feet, let alone ride on one wheel.
One wheel? That's
Yeah,
something.
no.
Yeah.
Sounds like some cool springtime involved stuff too with the planting and all those sort of things. Where should folks go park? I know there's parking down there, but let them know where they should go.
There are 4,200 parking spots downtown. So there's the big parking lot right off Joplin Avenue between Main and Joplin. There's also parking behind Red Onion. I mean, there's parking everywhere. You kind of can't kick a stick without hitting a parking spot.
I like that. 4,200 parking
I
spots
wouldn't have guessed
downtown.
that many. That's a lot.
I,
There is,
I
yeah.
would have not guessed that many as well.
Yeah.
Because, you had some people, the new Spiva Art Center got built. That took
Yeah.
up some of them. But there is still as you said, that whole backside there.
Yep.
Then on the other side of the
Yeah.
Third
Yeah.
Thursday on Main Street, there's all the big parking lot over there.
There is.
And that's just some. There's some other ones around as
There
well.
is. There's
around.
parking everywhere.
So all within a block's walk of, or a lot of them within a block's walk of the
Absolutely.
festivities.
And then you can check out all the stores. Urban Escape will be open that day, showing some things off. The Keystone Gallery will have a table set up because they're going to be opening on 4th and Main. So even if you have to walk, there's a lot of stops on the way to check out some of the new things coming downtown.
That's what it's all about, seeing what downtown has to offer. Where should they go find more info online if they want to check it out?
Yep. DowntownJoplin.com/Third Thursday /
Okay.
There you go.
Or
Third.
our Facebook and Instagram.
There we go. Third Thursday, it is back again. It is time, and we'll be going now through all the way through October. A lot of fun activities downtown every third Thursday of the month. Real quick, got the question: what
Okay.
would you rather? Would you rather have a third ear or a third eye?
I mean, I've got 5 kids and 3 grandkids. Extra hearing and eyes is always great. That's really hard. I guess I'm gonna go with the eyes to keep eyes on them. Can I have it in like the back of my
You can,
head?
I think you can put it wherever you want.
Fine. Agreed. Customizable. We're talking a third eye here.
Yeah, customizable third eye.
You can legit have that one in the back of your head as you've always claimed.
So
Probably.
do I order that on Temu or how do I get that?
Sure.
We'll get that put on.
Great.
All right. Christina, thank you so much for stopping on by. Third Thursday again happening tomorrow, 5:30 until about 8:30.
Yep, 8:30.
Chris Purple Haze and Bob.
Trying to be careful about our sponsor because it's birth sensitive.
Well, that's what I would say before you go to the other ones. Unfortunately, we can't mention them.
I figured. That's
Just
why I
because-
said I was trying to be real
Yes,
quiet.
it's one of those. We saw that, and I know they're working on some stuff. But right now, because of legality reasons with FCC, we're not allowed to take money or
Nope, I totally
we
get
can do it online,
It's weird.
but it's
We can do some digital stuff.
but that's
no,
all.
I totally understand. But when they have a nonprofit $10,000, we don't say no.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We've talked even before about how we would like to. It's just because it's not legal, and we're a government
Yep, nope, I totally
deal.
get it.
Regulated.
It kind of ties our hands or whatever.
I know.
Where's Christina need to go next?
Probably Tom or Kix.
Well, I haven't seen them since I did the Halloween tour.
You might try
Ooh,
Kix
that was an
Kix
adventure.
first actually, and then tell him Tom needs them. We gotta get a picture.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember to grab a picture.
Okay.
We gotta get better at that. I hear that with Terry all the time. Got pictures of them. Did you guys get pictures put up? Damn it. It's not good if I'm telling everybody else to do it and I don't do it. Which I guess could go back and get screenshots. So
It's true. We always.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, reportedly in talks to become the next James Bond.
Cool.
And
Who's Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yeah, you would probably recognize him, a very young Kick-Ass. He was the star in Kick-Ass.
Oh, he was Kick-Ass?
when he was like 19.
Yeah.
Because it was 14 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, I bet he looks different now, doesn't he?
He's been in Bullet Train, Avengers, Age of Ultron, The Sun, and a bunch of other places have now picked it up that he's expected to accept the role later this week. When he was asked recently about playing 007, he said, quote, "I find it charming and wonderful that people see me in that role. I take it as a great compliment." But that's all. he said.
Who wouldn't? Hey, we think you're cool enough to be James Bond. Do you want to do it? Everybody would think, yeah, that's cool.
You are limited in what you can
I get that.
do, but you become an icon.
I think the idea, what I'm saying more is, even if you're just considered for James Bond, you've got a cool factor to you.
Yes.
And I don't think this is a bad thing. I didn't really know who Daniel Craig was before he was James Bond.
Right. And I looked it up, and it's like he's been in a lot of movies that you go, oh, I know that guy.
Right.
And he's played really good parts in those,
Mm-hmm.
but it's you don't remember him type of. He's one of, which actually, I think you said it right off the air, would make a great James Bond.
Yeah, because now you'll just know him as James Bond.
Yes.
This is what the Bond people really want anyway. They don't want, and Brad Pitt's a bad example, they have to be English, but they don't want some guy like that has already been a million other things.
Tom Hardy was mentioned.
Okay.
But problem was he was older. There's the guy that plays Superman, Henry
Cavill.
Yeah. He also, but he's on the older side, and they'll run into, they said in about two or three films what they did with Daniel Craig, but Craig played 5.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's 30s, he could play it for another 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be able to have some longevity if you're going to be Bond.
Yeah.
I guess you don't have to be. We've had a 1 or 2 film Bond before, but mostly they like you to be able to play several movies.
Yes. They want it to work out.
Yeah.
But there you go. New Bond. Probably later this week we'll get to announce,
Cool.
which means a new movie. The last one came out in 2021, so it's been 3 years.
Oh, we're probably due.
Probably by 2025 we'll finally get a new James Bond.
Hope so.
Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Today is International Day of Happiness. For those of you who are married, happiness means a feeling of pleasure, contentment, or forget it. The Starbucks spring menu is out. It features a variety of drinks, but they all have one thing in common. Your name's misspelled on the cup. Apple ended plans to build an electric car. They couldn't find enough Apple genius mechanics. A small stone vial discovered in Iran contains lipstick that is 4,000 years old. It's the oldest example of lipstick not found on Cher's face. And the average Wall Street bonus fell by 2% this year. I don't know about you, but after hearing that news, I can barely eat. This is not headline news.